Did you know that in Blender 5.1 and 5.2 a new remarkable EEVEE feature has been added? Now, on enabling ray tracing, not only you are able to simulate realistic indirect light bounces, but now you are able to actually control the intensity of ray tracing as such to add as much GI as you want. TLDR, that feature alone is a shortcut to making your EEVEE renders look way more realistic and polished. Okay, some context. A few weeks ago, while setting up lighting for the amazing sci-fi scene by Lena Thomas, I became so pissed by not being able to make global illumination stronger in EEVEE, so I invented my own way of controlling it. A very hacky way, I should say. It involved rendering it 2 times, with and without ray tracing, and then deriving the indirect illumination paths in post, and that trick allowed me to add as much indirect bounce as I liked. I even recorded a video about it called the EEVEE ray tracing hack that shouldn't exist. Then I discovered there's a discussion around that feature already on the Blender development forums, and my humble video got mentioned there. And somehow it seems to have suggested a workflow that actually made sense. That's a bit crazy, but okay. Long story short, thanks to Trita, Norousi, Clément, Foucault and other wonderful people, this feature is now part of Blender. How to use it? Here we have a sun. We turn on ray tracing, and suddenly a real-time bounced light is simulated. It's fully dynamic, and how much of the light bounces around depends on the light source strength. By cranking up the strength, we increase the power of the indirect or bounced light too. And then we can also tweak the material albedo, but this is pretty much it. Now, in Blender 5.1 and above, we can go render settings, light paths, let me close volume and surface, and here we have the new intensity tab with the direct and indirect sliders, and this is gold, because now we can just tweak the indirect light slider to reduce or most likely to increase the power of the indirect light bounce. That gives us so much freedom in tweaking this parameter and adding GI juiciness and in some scenes realism to our EEVEE renders. And we can go beyond this soft limit of 3 by clicking this field and typing in any value there. Sometimes it can look a bit funky, this stronger GI, but some scenes really need it to really shine. Then there's the direct slider available as well, so you can for instance kill the direct light contribution completely to debug just the GI. This is one of the things I've been missing since using the SSGI third-party add-on for Blender in like 2020, so I'm so glad Blender caught up eventually. In 3D rendering, a huge part of realism comes from the indirect bounces. And now, thanks to this nice little feature, we can tap much more into the power of EEVEE realistic lighting and rendering.